Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Nicole Osinga, a registered dietitian. So today what I'm going to be doing for meal prep is a buffet meal prep. This is not how I typically meal prep, but I wanted to show you how I would go about it and give you some ideas. So definitely head to my website, nicoleosinga.com, to grab the full recipes and stay tuned to watch me buffet meal prep. Alright, so the first thing I'm doing is starting off with the starches. So I'm making the starches on the stovetop. So those are the brown rice and the pasta. So I'm starting with putting those on the stovetop so I can use the oven to actually do some roasting. So I'm going to be roasting broccoli and some mini potatoes on two separate sheet pans, and the sheet pans are always lined with parchment paper for easy cleanup. So the broccoli will be in a bit shorter than the mini potatoes, so that's why I'm putting them on two separate pans. So the mini potatoes are about 35 minutes or so, the broccoli are about 20, and I'm flipping them both halfway. And then once those are in the oven, soon after, the pasta and the brown rice will be finished, so I'm just portioning them into containers, adding some oil to the pasta as well, just to make sure it doesn't stick too much. The brown rice should be okay though, so I'm just portioning that in there. Putting some edamame in a container. You don't have to cook it, it's already cooked, so it's just frozen, it'll thaw. And while all of that's cooking, I'm just starting to chop up some of the raw veggies. So chopping up some peppers here. I love peppers, they go into so many things. And then I'm also pressing some tofu too. So if you've never pressed tofu before, I just wrap it in some paper towel and put something heavy on top. And by now the broccoli is done, so I'm actually going to be doing another veggie. So I'm going to be roasting some Brussels sprouts once the broccoli is done. And yeah, only have so much room to roast so many pans at a time. So just putting some oil on top of the Brussels there. The potatoes are done as well, so I am just portioning those out there. And the next thing I'm doing now that there's more room in the oven is I'm going to be just putting some falafel balls. These are actually pre-made. I do make my own as well, but I just thought this was easier. So those are in the oven, and while those are in the oven, I'm just portioning out my flavor enhancers. So putting some tzatziki into a bowl along with some frozen pomegranate seeds, just letting them thaw. I'm also chopping up some green onion along with some red onion that I'll just be portioning them out. And then in that last bowl there, I'll be making some orange hummus that I just added orange juice to. It's delicious, and I'm putting that in there as well. The falafels are now done, so I'm just portioning those out there. And then the Brussels will be done shortly. And then so what I'm doing is I'm putting a bit of maple syrup on top. That's about 3 tablespoons of maple syrup. And then I'm also putting 1 tablespoon of balsamic vinegar on top as well. And then I end up putting a little bit of dried cranberries on top along with some slivered almonds. It just makes it so delicious. So that is that. And then the next thing I'm doing is I'm going to be putting some lentils in a bowl and combining that with some pasta sauce, some pre-made pasta sauce, or you can make your own, whatever you like. Obviously the pre-made is a lot easier. And then I'm going to continue to portion out the raw veg. So I'm just putting some spinach into containers. You can definitely just leave the spinach in the box that it came in as well, if that's easier. And then the next step is I'm going to be cubing the tofu that has pressed for at least 20 minutes, I like to say. And so what I'm doing is I'm tossing that with some soy sauce or some tamari and a bit of arrowroot powder. That just adds a bit of crispiness when I add it into the oven. Just adding that flour, that starch on top, just really kind of firms it up, and I really enjoy that texture of the added flour or starch. So I'm going to be doing that, and then that's all done, the magic of video. And then I am showing you all the different options that I have. So these are all the veggies that I put together. So I normally say the formula is choose 1 to 2 veggies per meal, and choosing one of those. And then I have my starches, so I have my roasted potatoes, the brown rice, I put some crackers in there as well. The pasta, so choose 1 starch per meal. And then choose one protein, so the falafel balls, the cube tofu, the lentil, and the edamame. And then I have my flavor enhancers here, so choose, as many of those as you want. So that is everything. So this is a new style of meal prep, but I am really enjoying it. I enjoyed this week anyways. I think I'll probably do it more often. And coming up, I'm going to show you some different combos that I put together. All right, well, thank you so much for tuning in to my buffet meal prep. So you can grab all the ideas from my website, NicolaSinga.com, and definitely subscribe if you enjoy these types of videos. All right, thanks so much, everyone. Bye for now.